Hello and welcome to a quick World of Tanks video. We'll try and be really quick because I've had multiple attempts at getting a good game and I'm starting to lose a bit of time, so better be quick. But basically, going over the Churchill, and it's a reasonable tank. It is premium tier 5, but it's not the best tank by any stretch of the imagination because it is slightly lacking in some parts. So basically, to go through it quickly, 700 hit points, pretty good. Reasonable speed, 28 kilometers an hour, not great. Traverse speed, again, quite slow. It is heavy. Hull armor, 176mm on the front. Which probably sounds like a lot, but that kind of depends on where people are shooting at. And to elaborate on that, I'll just go over a quick kind of preview. And you can see this little slope bit here, that's probably about 176, obviously more effective because it's sloped. And the front there, probably 176 as well, but you've got this massive flat bit of arm there. You've got a gun, and you've got like a little hatch. Definitely not 176mm. I'm not sure precisely what it is. There probably are like figures somewhere on the internet. But yeah, basically, it's not great. And most of the time, it's kind of a logical place to aim when like you're shooting at Churchill. You're not going to shoot at the slope bit, you might shoot at the bottom bit there, but you see like a little gun sticking out, you see a little hatch, you're going to aim for them, because most likely if you hit that hatch there, you're going to knock someone in the crew out, and if you hit the machine gun again, you're probably going to hit someone inside of the tank. So, in that respect, front armor isn't as good as it may seem. But side armor, 76mm, and this is where it kind of gets comparable to possibly the KV one, which I will have a quick look at. I don't have it in my garage anymore, and that's got about 75, 70, so again it's comparable with side armor. But then when you think about it, you've got this flat side armor, again anything's going to go through there. And I did play a game recently, didn't take much. In fact, I'm not sure what happened the last game. I got shot I think once or something, and it was a tier 5 game, and it managed to take out good portion of 80% of my health, so I'm not sure what they were using. Premium ammo, could have been like some massive derp gun or some description. And the back is 50, which again is actually pretty decent, but it's not going to take too much to go through that, although it is slightly sloped at the back. Turret armor, ET 8, 88, 76. Again, seems relatively good, but it's flat to the front as well. It's not going to take too much to go through that. As well as the fact you've kind of got this little gun here, very vulnerable again if someone shoots that. And the side's quite flat, and the back, again, shoot at the back of that turret's not going to be a problem. So the armor isn't really as good as it probably seems. I know I have had like a few bounces, but again, probably when you're at range it is harder for them to kind of tailor a hit to like hit me exactly where they want to. But most of the time tank destroyers at this tier aren't going to have a problem. Most guns can probably penetrate this. This gun in particular has reasonably good penetration, but it's got low alpha damage. It is quite fast though, reload time and aiming time, so it is okay if you kind of like this high rate of fire and like the aiming time, which I know some people do. It's kind of quite good, but I personally, because I have an IS and kind of going down the Soviet line, I quite like the high alpha damage. And I've kind of got used to the longer reload time because, I don't know, I've kind of just got used to it, because the IS actually, the reload time doesn't seem too bad just because I played it so much. Whereas it is actually quite nice playing a tank like this when you're studying, like, it's actually really fast at reloading. We'll now go into a battle and see how we fare. Looks like we're in a tier 6 game, so this could be interesting. May not go as planned because again, even at tier 5 I can struggle with this. I know some people may actually quite like the Churchill 3, I know some people do, and again you may be watching this thinking, what is this idiot doing kind of thing, because you may be really good in it, and I'm sure some people are, but I don't know, I don't seem to be too great in it as a whole. I don't particularly mind playing it, I don't play it much because I'm kind of trying to level up my Soviet line, because you can get some nice damage in. Like sometimes you can like pick away at people's health, but you're not really going to be like Top Gun or anything. Well, at least I haven't found that. So if you are playing for Churchill, go through the British line instead, because I know you can get like a quite big gun on the Churchill one, I think it might be the 17 pounder, I'm not 100% sure. Again, I didn't actually check what poundage this gun is, but it's quite small as a whole, so it's not like amazingly powerful. I'm thinking it must be maybe 57mm. In pounds, not sure what that would be, but again, don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. If you do want to know, it's on like World of Tanks wiki and such, and you can search it up there, but hopefully this should be a reasonable game, even though I'll probably get ripped apart as usual. But yeah, what is quite good is this one does cover the tracks a bit more, whereas the Churchill one, I know from a lot of people who have played that tank, the tracks are always coming off because they're so vulnerable. They're massive as well. Whereas like on most of the tanks they kind of are covered up a bit, whereas on the Churchill one they're just so exposed. Like RT's always taking out the tracks and stuff like this. In fact, the main rule with Churchills is that they are RT magnets because they are quite slow. Big targets, big flat targets as well, so it's very easy to penetrate them. In fact, any RT using AP shells could probably do a lot of damage, let alone HEs, because again they're going to do a lot of damage as well. Probably more, in fact, 'cause they probably can penetrate it from the top, because of course I'm not sure what the armor is like on the top. I'm assuming most of the time they probably, like, tank designers must have kind of not put too much on the top of tanks because it must have been quite pointless. We did just get hit by T-150, which is a tier 6, and we had a bit of track damage, but no kind of proper damage there, which is quite lucky. Not sure where he hit it, so presumably in the track, but I can't really see any visible signs of the bullet entering the armor. But there you go, we did just get hit by a tier 6, which is quite good. It's nice to know that we can kind of withstand some shells. T-150 is a pretty decent tank as well. Doesn't quite have the KV-1S gun, and at that, if a KV-1S were to hit me, it would sting. It'll probably take me down to very, very low health, in fact. But yeah, if I can hopefully actually hit someone here, there is RT, and again, I've got to watch out for them because they could be quite dangerous. But otherwise, it would be good if I could at least get some sort of damage in. Fortunately, our base has already been captured. There's a medium in our base, he's even on the radar. And yet no one seems to be responding. Okay, yeah, there we go. T-28 destroyed him, I'm not sure how he did that. And we're now getting killed from up here, which isn't too good. So that's a Stug. Did some nice damage to us there. In fact, oh, there's the bullet hole. See, I'm not sure how he quite shot us there, but yeah, that was pretty good. Did some nasty damage as well, but at the same time I can't really stay still because RT are gonna love me if I stay still. Now we've got a Stug. And we did something there, we've got a Cromwell shooting at us, and that's not going to have a problem. Probably can't even penetrate this thing here either. Here we are doing some damage, but his gun's just going to rip me apart. I mean, he's not even worried, he's just shooting at me, not even worried about getting killed or anything. Although surprisingly, I think he's quite a bit of an idiot, because although we've kind of got another defeated game, he just let me completely rip his HP down, which is quite funny. Tier 6 as well, so you can see aiming at the turret, the Cromwell turret, again quite flat, not too hard to penetrate. And to be fair, I don't think I did too badly. We did hit the Stug. Didn't kill him. That is one of the problems with low alpha damage, because you can be pecking away at someone's health and someone else will steal the kill. But yeah, you can see the gun is quite good at penetration. Again, the Cromwell did destroy us, but it's got a much better gun, higher alpha damage, and it's generally better. But, I mean, I'm not sure what he was doing though, because I think he must have been quite frustrated that I was kind of damaging him quite a bit. But again, that's another defeat from me. And unfortunately, I've literally just been getting defeats in pretty much every tank I've been using recently, which is a bit of a shame, but it seems to be the way it's going on World of Tanks recently. But anyway, thanks for watching guys, hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.